What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do the quick final review of the Shōtō from Spartan Blades in Ronin Tactics. You will see that I did change the pocket clip around on it, and I found that suited me better for deployment, and other than trying to flip it with your fingers, but with the actual deployment of your catching your pants aspect of it. Tulam, when he deploys his knife, he does keep this inside his waistband, and I don't. So I'm going to show you why. These are my work pants, FR work pants. So with the way I have the pocket clip now, or let's use it this way. Using the pocket clip this way, when you draw the knife does not end up in a natural position for your hand to fall correctly, really, with the knife. It actually falls totally kind of wrong. So with the changing of the pocket clip around, that allows me the ability. Obviously, I usually keep my knife down here. This knife, you have to kind of keep your knife a little more up here. It's a little hard to do with not actually wearing the pants, but at least this way, when you deploy the knife, which that was kind of an awkward position, but you'll see that the knife does turn around and end up in my hand correctly. It's inherently an issue with this style of a knife. I mean, these knives were really never meant to be folders to begin with. Really, they're better off to be strictly a fixed blade, really. I mean, that way they're always in the correct position, and you just adjust how you want it in your pants. You don't have to worry about it catching your pants on the actual deployment. The other thing I kind of learned about this knife is the fact that it, from what I've heard, it may not be true, but this knife is actually built and manufactured in the same facility that Cold Steel Recon 1s are being made, which, if you look right now, are very scarce. And they're scarce because the assembly line was down to manufacture this knife, supposedly. Now, that's what I heard. How much truth is to it, I don't know. You will see, if you do buy this knife, you will see that it's in every bit almost a Recon 1. Just the thick steel liners, the really thick. It's about the same G10 that the Cold Steels are using, a little more today too. Actually, Cold Steel's actually gotten a little more mellow. This is still a little more aggressive, but not as aggressive as I don't have my old style. The older style Recons were definitely a lot more aggressive, and that was a huge issue. So anyway, but overall, this is super, super rugged. The liners are hefty. It's got some weight to it. I mean, it's not a super light knife by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, we're just under 6 ounces. So for a knife that is its size, which overall just a little under 8 inches, about 7 3/4, with about 3 inches or so of cutting edge, maybe a hair under. So I mean, overall, very much enjoy the knife. Turn the scale off there. So yeah, very rugged. It's a very rugged knife. A lot of guys find that when they actually get it, there's no movement, no wiggle. The only complaint that I do have is the hardware. It's all small 6s, just like Cold Steel. It's I guess it's a savings when you go overseas with some of these companies. They just, I don't know, I guess they just really can't get over the 6s and move into 8s, and let's have, especially for a tactical knife, the hardware should be bigger. It should be 8 inches. Those 6s, they strip out, the heads strip out. They're just terrible for, especially for a tactical knife, especially a knife that you're going to use, and it's going to get dirty. It's going to need to be cleaned. So, and like me, I use my knives. They're going to get dirty. They're going to get beat up. The steel seems to be right on the money. I haven't used this a super lot. There we go. But the edge is still very sharp. It's still very much holding its edge. So overall, yeah, very good quality. Again, very reminiscent of the cold steel knives. So, which isn't bad because it's a little bit more than the cold steel Recon, but it's overall, it's a really enjoyable knife. Now, it wouldn't be particularly for me totally worthwhile to carry because that red spacer does kind of gain a lot of attention. It does very much hang very much out of your pocket. There's things like that you really have to get around as far as that goes. But other than that, hanging out, if you don't mind it hanging out of your pocket, it's a pretty interesting knife. The Emerson Wave, personally, again, this type of knife I think really is better suited to be a fixed blade, personally, rather than a folding knife. But overall, it's not terrible. It's very, very well made, very good quality. Could have done away with a red, did black. That would have been probably a little bit better. But there you guys go. Just a quick little final review. Check it out if you want. And we'll catch you next time. Have a great day.